Hey guys, welcome to Sensitive Queen Speaks, where we talk about anything and everything related to business, business owners, artists, creators, marketing, daily life struggles, self-care, and self-love. I am Jasmine, your host. Most of you may know me from JLou Rose, which is my small business. You can find me on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Anyways, let's get into it. Heyo, welcome back to episode 11. We are back and a nervous wreck as ever because I've been batch recording these podcast episodes, so you won't know what decision I've made with my job yet. Probably until the next batch of episodes, probably after or by episode 13 maybe. We'll see how many episodes I can get through today. Have you ever thought if money didn't exist, would you still choose to chase your dreams? Ponder that one, and I'm going to give you an update of what has been going on. We just recently went to Oktoberfest yesterday. I don't know, I'm sure you guys have Oktoberfest wherever you guys are, maybe. I don't know how the world works sometimes, but they were talking about how Oktoberfest here is, I don't know what place in line, but it's one of the best Oktoberfests in the US, so that was actually pretty cool to hear. I didn't really know Oktoberfest was like a thing everywhere else, you know, when you're like in your bubble and like you just think there's only these people, there's only this town that you know about, you don't really know what goes on in other people's cities and states, so it's just wild sometimes to hear. So Oktoberfest is basically a German festival where they have games, food, beer. Beer is the big thing because Germans love their beer. Wiener dog races. Yes, I said wiener dog races. Oh my gosh, everyone was bringing their cute little wiener dogs. There was this one group who had like a rectangular cart stroller thing, and there was like 6 wiener dogs in there barking away, and I was just like, oh my gosh. I kept even see people just bringing their regular dogs too, and it made me really want my dogs at the time, but I know Leia, for example, she'd be going crazy. Zebra, I feel like, would just be scared, but anyways, it was so cute to see the other dogs, because even like there was this golden retriever, I think, that was dressed up with a wiener dog costume. So it was so cute. So yeah, the main thing is beer, wiener dog races, and food, I guess. I don't know. So when we got there, it was pretty bare. It was gloomy weather though too, so I feel like there wasn't as big of a turnout-ish as last year. Last year was sparking hot, but I thought it was nice this year, so we were all just chill. But I am a freeze baby, so I was like cold most of the time, except when we were in the barn. Got there, it was like already 1 o'clock, so we decided to sit and watch the puppy wiener dog races. So the puppies are literally the cutest thing. They just don't know where they're at most of the time. There was a few puppies that noticed what to do. So basically, me talking as if you know what they are. So the race area is like 20-30 feet long in length. I'm not good with measurements, but let's just go with that. And at the one side, you have almost like a barrier thing, and there's 4 or 5 slots. It's like red, blue, yellow, and orange, I think, the wiener dog vest colors that you can wear. And they have each dog in a slot, and then once, you know, they say go, they lift up the gate basically, so then the dogs can go out and run towards the finish line basically. Wiener dog, you have to have 2 people or, you know, crew, because you need one bringing the dog to the start line and one at the finish line, basically trying to get their attention or have their squeaky toy or treats so that they can run towards you and win the race, right? But there was this one puppy that I remember, I forget their name, but it was so tiny and cute. I think it loved their dad so much because the dad was with them at the start line and the mom was at the finish line, but the dog just kept looking up at its owner and just didn't want to go towards the mom, and I was just like, oh, he don't know what to do. And it's cute because they let the puppies, and I think I don't know, do they let the seniors, I think they let the puppies and the seniors have a test race so that they kind of get what's going on or what to do, and then they have an actual race. So that was cute how they did it, especially for the puppies, because they most likely don't know what they're doing unless they train ahead of time, I guess. We saw the puppies, and then you have like this break time, so we went to the VIP area and got the VIP along with his friends, and they can get basically, I think it's 16 ounces. 16 ounces. They give you a cup first off. It's like refillable. And then you can have 5 jugs of it, actually. Or 5 refills, basically, of whatever beer. They have like 4 choices. And the first beer that we tried was so good. I don't know the brand at all. I think it was something like a crayon orange or something. I'm not sure, but it was like so good, and I am not a beer person at all. I hate beer. I guess I don't hate it because I was drinking some of it yesterday, but it's not my go-to, like, oh, give me that beer. But the first one we tried was so good. Loved it. As long as it's not too bitter and there's like some kind of sweetness, or it's just like not bitter at all, like I can drink it totally fine. And then there was one called Oktoberfest, and I did not like that one at all. That just tasted like beer. Just like regular beer. Did not like that one. And then they brought one from last year that we had, and it was a grapefruit flavor. I think it was a Paul Ahner's grapefruit. I'm not sure. I gotta research that if that's actually a thing. But there was a grapefruit flavor, and that was the bomb. I didn't know how much I missed that flavor until they brought it out towards the end. So it was closer to when we were going. So we really didn't have much. I think we had at least one cup of it, and then we couldn't really have much more because they were already feeling it, and it was almost time to go anyway. You also get a food ticket, a dessert ticket, and you get 1 free shot. The food did look good. There was this, I think it was called a schnitzel, if I'm not wrong. It's something pork, and that was really good. I really liked that one. I didn't get like a full meal because I'm the most pickiest person ever. But I tried it off my boyfriend's, and then they did their shots too. It holds the board thing, and you take a swig of the shot. But I didn't do it because I suck at shots. Unless it's like something sweet, then I can do it. What's also cool is you have a bunch of small businesses. It's basically like a little market too. There's like, I think like 2-3 areas of where the businesses can set up their areas and people to shop. And it was, I love that part so much. I loved walking around and seeing everyone else's setups and stuff. It was so hard not to want to buy from like every one of them because everything was so cute. And I also thought like, ooh, like I can probably set up my shop somewhere in this market, but it's also scary thinking about like having to try to sell yourself in person. I really want to do it one day, but I'm just so scared. But everyone is literally all so nice. To all my small business owners out there, let me know if you've ever done a market or if you'd like to do a market. Let me know how the experience has been for you. So back to my question earlier. If money didn't exist, would you still chase your dreams? When I came across this question, I was like, it's not a bad point, but also, what else would you do other than chasing your dreams, right? I definitely believe that money is a motivator for a lot of aspects when it comes to chasing your dreams, because that is the thing that drives us to want to be better as well. It's definitely not a major factor, because I feel like when you're starting a small business, you really can't look at it from like a money point of view. Like you can't be like, oh, this is gonna make millions. I mean, that is like a goal. I mean, it's like a goal to, at least for me personally, it's a goal to have it as my full-time job in the future, but I'm not like relying on money. I don't know how to explain it. It is a goal for it to be my full-time job, but like I'm not just thinking about the money. Like, I'm thinking also about like what my art or what my products do for other people. How does it inspire them? How does it motivate them? How does it make their lives a little bit more happier? I think a lot of what makes a successful business is the values and like the mission that you put into it. For me, it's been a lot about a self-love journey too. For example, if you listen to my earlier podcast of me starting my small business, I started it when I was, getting out of like a rough time in my life. It basically opened the door to me learning more about self-love, self-care, how important it is to be mindful of yourself, your mind, where you're at so that you can, be the best person you can be. Don't forget to love yourself. Don't forget to take care of yourself. Don't forget to feel your feelings. It's okay to be sad. It's okay not to be okay. But it's also okay to embrace all the good in your life. I wanted my brand to motivate people, to inspire others. I wanted my art to bring happiness to others, like what it does for me. I wanted to show others all my art, whether they purchase it or not. I just want to share my art, and I just want to be able to relate to other people. They taught me more what I struggle with mentally, and it just opens so many doors to seeing others what they struggle with too, and just how much more people relate to, because you may feel like, when you're feeling your feelings, you may feel like you're the only one who feels like this, who goes through this kinds of things. But when you open up to others, you can see that you're not the only one, and you have other people that can relate to you. So I feel like even if money didn't exist, we'd still be chasing our dreams. I don't know. What do you think? I feel like humans wouldn't know what to do sometimes without money, though, because not everyone is in their career jobs, or not everyone is where they want to be. So I feel like us as humans we're always like chasing a dream. We're always chasing a goal to get to, but it doesn't specifically end with money. I mean, I think money helps us get to where we need to go sometimes. Like, for instance, if a goal is to travel, we need money to travel. We need money to buy for, food, clothes, travel expenses kind of thing. So in that part of it, money is very, very important. Also, money can be important because we need money to get our supplies or to buy products in order to sell. We need to buy some supplies to help us create things or learn new things. Sometimes I feel like, who created money? Why are we all like racing towards money? It just sucks how like money is a key part of like a lot of things. Like this inflation that's going on with groceries and stuff, like it's ridiculous. And I don't want to get into politics because I'm not really a politic person, but it just sucks. 2-3 years ago, things were not this pricey, and it's just ridiculous. And the fact that jobs can't pay enough to even equal inflation that's going on, it just sucks. Like, we're all stressing about money, and it's like, for what? Why are we slaving ourselves just to like keep living? Like, who signed us up for this? I want to experience life, not slave through it. There was this one quote that I love so much about just like how much like working consumes you, and like you don't have much time to enjoy life because we are bound to a job, and like we only get 2 weeks of vacation every year. I'm trying to find the quote, but I stumbled onto this other quote. The 40-hour work week is designed to give you just enough time to rest, but not enough to achieve anything that would free you from your dependency on a job. Like, what? That is so messed up. Like, what? but it's so true now that I think about it. I wish I could find the exact quote, but I can't find it. But there's another one I stumbled on, and it says, "It's annoying that we recognize that children need things like a summer break and several vacations a year, but we think it makes sense to have adults work for 60 years with maybe 2 to 3 weeks off a year if you're lucky." It is so sad how true this is, because there are some jobs, like especially retail. I know, given it's retail, I get it, but at the same time, we're not machines. But it's like, it's so hard to get like good 2 weeks off, if anything. Even trying sometimes, like, it's just crazy how it's not a norm to have more than 2 weeks off throughout the year. Like, how is that okay? Like, I don't understand. Okay, yeah, I can't find it, but that just goes on in my head from time to time. Do we do this to ourselves? Who makes the rules? Why is this a thing? But I guess we gotta do what we gotta do, right? So if you've been following a lot of my podcast episodes, your girl has been stressing, right? And just trying to not care what other people think and just kind of listen to my own thoughts. But it's been kind of hard lately, and there's a lot of things that I'm still learning. And there were a lot of little like blurbs that I found on Pinterest that I wanted to share, because these are a lot of good stuff that I'm still learning. Let me know if you're still learning any of these too. Things I'm still learning. What others think of me is not my concern. Rest is an essential part of my hustle. Everybody I started with can't come with me to the next level. I have the right to change my mind without explanation. Growth can be found in stillness. Struggling does not mean I'm failing. Dang, the one that says everybody I started with can't come with me to the next level, that one's deep. That one's really deep, because it's so true though. Like, I mean, it kind of makes me think of like a video game. Like, there's, you each have your own controller. You can only, control yourself. You can only do what you can do. And if the other person can't get themselves to the next level, that's not your concern, nor should it let it affect you. You gotta do you. Like, ooh, that one hit me. Oof. Okay. That was from the Bloom Focus. I found that on Pinterest. And then here are 10 things that don't make you mean, from Black Girls Can Heal. 10 things that don't make you mean. Removing people from your life that serve no purpose. Needing time for yourself away from everything and everyone. Being vulnerable, expressing how you truly and authentically feel. Prioritizing your family. Prioritizing your mental, physical, emotional, spiritual health. Putting your phone on Do Not Disturb. Declining an invitation respectfully. Declining a phone call from a friend or family member when you don't feel like talking. Not settling for the bare minimum. You know what you want, go after it, sis. Asking for help if and when you need it. Saying no without over-explaining yourself. Choosing your own needs over pleasing someone else. Setting boundaries and sticking to them. I've been working on the declining a phone call from when you don't feel like talking. I think I would feel bad if I didn't pick up the phone or, force myself to kind of talk. But like, if I really don't feel like talking, I'll just let you know, like, hey, can I call you later? Like, are you okay? Like, I'll check in with you real quick to make sure you're cool. But if you really need to talk, I'll talk. But really, I don't feel like talking, and that's totally okay. I used to be the type of person who always had their phone on sound because I didn't want to miss anything, always wanted to be reachable kind of thing. And now I keep my phone on silent, and literally, I mean, it kind of sucks if someone like needs you right away, but I also have my watch on, so if you really are in dire need, I can hear your notification. It's been peaceful. It's peaceful. Something that makes me feel guilty all the time, that can make me feel guilty, like today. Today is Sunday. I usually go over my parents, and so much is happening right now with like stress and all that. Like, I literally need this day for myself, and literally no one's home. My boyfriend's watching football at his parents', so it's such a good day to just be with myself, be in my thoughts, talk out loud of what I need to talk about, And it's just really nice to just be one with myself, and I have to give myself those kind of breaks sometimes. I mean, I think we all do sometimes, and that's totally okay, and no, it does not make you mean. I don't know if I talked about it a little bit in this podcast, but the podcast before, I think, about with all my anxiety and stuff, literally just talking about it out loud and just talking with myself about it back and forth, it feels so much better. Like, I don't feel anxiety in me at all. I think just remember, do what you need to do for you, and that's all that matters. All right, some manifestations. This is more like a morning ritual. 1. Upon waking, stand or sit on a chair, preferably in the sunlight, with your feet firmly on the floor. Close your eyes and breathe deeply and rhythmically. Now imagine roots, like tree roots, growing down through the soles of your feet and into the earth below. Imagine the roots reaching deep, deep, deep into the earth's glowing core and anchoring you safely to her. Feel the energy flowing from you to the earth and back again, nourishing you both as you exchange love and support. When you feel complete, open your eyes and continue with your day. And then a little mantras to repeat to yourself after. I am here, I am now, I am safe. I am worthy, I am a work of art. I allow my inner self to be seen and expressed. I have a purpose on this planet, and I have the strength, confidence, and life energy I need to fulfill it. I love myself unconditionally. I open my heart with compassion and unconditional love for all beings. What I say matters. I give voice to my truth and inner wisdom. I see clearly as the obstacles of my ego fall away. I trust my intuitive knowing. I am one with the universal presence that transcends space and time and pervades all that is. Alright, so a little self-care, self-love reminders. We are going to talk a little bit about energy givers and energy takers. Sometimes you can feel like you have low energy and you're wondering why, because you probably have a lot of stuff in the day or in your life right now that is taking away your energy, and we need some help trying to reboot it. So, example of energy takers: overthinking, digital screens, social media, clutter in your area, clutter in your environment, in your workspace, dehydration, inconsistent sleep, possibly certain foods or alcohol maybe, people pleasing, setting unrealistic goals, unclear, sloppy boundaries, negativity, going without any rest, no breaks. So if you're doing any of these, or if you didn't realize you were doing any of these, we need to take a break. We need to regroup and see what the energy givers are. Basically, just some self-care, self-love reminders. Drink that glass of water. Get some sunlight. Take a walk. Eat nourishing food. Exercise, work out. Laughter. Cuddle with your pet. Cuddle with your lover. Cuddle with your stuffed animal. Meditation. Read a book. Listen to music. Sing out loud. Sing in the car. I've been doing this a lot lately, and it helps a lot when I know I'm really anxious, just to shout out words, jam out to that one song until I get to my destination on repeat. Get some fresh air. Meet with friends or family that give positivity to your life. Dive into a new hobby. Get creative. Journal. Be intentional with your actions. Get some sleep. All right, and this week's creative of the week is Saturn Cat Studios. If you don't know them, they are on TikTok. They are a sticker and stationery shop. They have the cutest designs, a lot of cat themed stickers, and magnetic bookmarks. There's this magnetic bookmark that is a kitty pancake, and I am obsessed. I need to order soon because I just got back into reading, so I'm obsessed with that design. They have inspired me to want to make bookmarks as well, but there's washi tape, sticker sheets, all kinds of fun, so go check them out. Their Etsy and TikTok is Saturn Cat Studios. That's SATURNCATSTUDIOS. If you need any spelling, can be found on Etsy and TikTok.